What up, guys? Kevin here. So one of the other things that came out of the Xbox calling out the idiot UK regulator trying to protect PlayStation instead of the UK fan base, consumers, was Xbox calling out PlayStation. And PlayStation turned down Game Pass. Now, we knew this already. I remember hearing Phil Spencer mention it, that PlayStation and Nintendo turned it down, but he was going to keep trying to get it on there. But just the fact that it got brought up again, and in this day and age, when PlayStation is raising the price of everything, just coming out and saying, no, we don't want to do day and date. We want you to spend full price on our games up front. We don't want to give you an option to play games day and date. They're going out and teaching developers that's the way it should be. The more I think about it, it's insane that PlayStation is going to developers and telling them, you do not do day and date. You release your game at full price. And then later on, when you run out, not getting any sales, then you do a subscription service. Which, yeah, that's fine for some developers. But you know how many developers, they release their games and they don't sell anything? Like, if you look at Game Pass and when they announce all their games, like, yeah, there's one or two games where like, whoa, that's a good get, probably because it would sell not on a subscription service. But there's a lot of games that would have just came out and the developers would probably have to file bankruptcy without Game Pass, or Game Pass enriches their lives because they get that upfront money and then they get an audience right away instead of having to wait if they go to the PlayStation way. But yeah, PlayStation turned down Game Pass, which the more I think about it, just makes 0 sense. 0 cents. They turned down Halo, Gears, and Forza. They turned down being able to play PlayStation games and Xbox games on their platform. That would essentially kill Xbox. Xbox is basically saying, hey, we could be done with gaming as we know it. Basically, we're just going to go all in on the subscription model by allowing us to put Game Pass on your platform. And PlayStation said no. PlayStation said no. I think that's why they had to change the name of PC Game Pass. I think it was like Xbox PC Game Pass. They dropped Xbox just because I think that's a whole stink right there, that Xbox name. That gets a lot of these people to go, oh, it's Xbox. Ew. Oh, it's just PC Game Pass? Okay. But I can't believe, and that's why Xbox brought it up. Like, hey, we gave them an option to play all these games for a low monthly subscription fee, and they turned it down. Like, who's being very anti-consumer? Because Game Pass is the best deal in gaming. It just is. It just factually is. My favorite argument from the PlayStation, I mean, it's a crackhead argument. Oh, you're still spending like $15 a month to play that game, and I'm just going to own it outright. It's like, yeah, I'm spending $15 to play that game, and also that game, and that game, and that game, and that game. They always make it about one game, and it's like the dumbest argument I ever hear. But they turned down Game Pass. There's just no way that it doesn't work for PlayStation. They get the Xbox games. They get to market themselves as, hey, we pretty much get all the games but Nintendo games. And Nintendo can do the same thing. They can be like, hey, we get all the games but PlayStation games. And I think Nintendo would be the winner there with their catalog. But yeah, I mean, that's just PlayStation. It's just a walled-off garden. Just some sacred walled-off garden. They're still living in like 1992 when this is how it worked. And Xbox just, it's funny. Xbox has blew up in revenue, making so much money. And why? Because they're doing things different. They're doing things the 2022 way. with Game Pass and just trying different stuff. And PlayStation, I leave Nintendo out of it because they're keeping quiet. They're trying to be on their best behavior so they can get some Activision Blizzard games. But PlayStation just coming out saying no. That is like, I think the Xbox, they bought Bungie. They bought Bungie. Yeah, I think they like Xbox games over at PlayStation. So, I don't know. You can't help them. You just can't help them. That's just that closed off thinking. So, yeah, the third party day and date games, maybe you lose some money off those because they would have bought it on PlayStation full price and then Game Pass. But how many of those are there? There's really not that much. There's really not that much. And it doesn't sound like, Xbox came to them with some crazy, like, we're going to put Game Pass on your console and you get nothing out of it. They just get to play our games and that's it. Even if that's the case, it sounds like Jim Ryan and PlayStation, they don't even want to negotiate anything. They don't even want to talk. They just shut it down. They just shut it down. And as a PlayStation fan, that would make me insane. That would make me go crazy. Man, we could have played Halo, Gears, and Forza, and Fable, and Avowed, and Outer Worlds 2, Elder Scrolls, Starfield. They keep crying about Starfield, which... Do I need to... Didn't I already make that video? But they keep bringing up, Starfield. What about Starfield? Put it on PlayStation. I don't know. But... And just someone on the outside, it just reminds me of Netflix. Remember when, like, certain platforms didn't get Netflix? Then people went, oh, this platform kind of sucks because it doesn't have Netflix. And Xbox is going to get to that point where, all right, Game Pass is everywhere, but it's not on PlayStation? I think that's it. I think they can get it on Nintendo. And once it's on Nintendo, it's game over. PlayStation, it'll come to PlayStation. It just has to. So, and I don't care. Like, as an Xbox fanboy, I don't care who plays Xbox games or anything like that. I just don't like I don't like Xbox playing super nice with everyone else while everyone else bees a dick to them. Like, get something back in return. That's all I ask out of Xbox. Like, and I think they're getting there. I think they're tired of being the Mr. Nice Guy, which is good. And hey, they don't want Game Pass, just don't give it to them. Like, just work on making Game Pass the best thing ever. Make them come begging to you. Make them lick your feet. Make them lick your feet. Go snowboarding, Phil Spencer, for a couple days straight, and then make Jim Ryan lick your toe fungus. Give us Game Pass, please. Please, we'll take it now. Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. That's the sound he makes when he licks feet. You know Jim Ryan's into feet. You know it. He looks like, he just has that face that says, I'm into feet. Like, if you had to think of a face like, who's into feet, you think of Jim Ryan's face. That's it. That's it. All right, I got to go. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. I'll talk to you later. Later.